They are happening more and more often and can have far-reaching effects. Ransomware attacks on the Colonial Pipeline, attacks that shut down hospital databases, even a water treatment plant we have seen in Florida. So we want to talk in today's KSAT Q&A about what we all need to know when it comes to these ransomware attacks. And to do that, we have Chris Evans, who is the founder of Stash, a data security company, to explain what's behind all of this. And let's start with the very basics, Chris. What is a ransomware attack?
Ransomware attacks are where attackers go after data, either home user data, company data, and they encrypt it to keep people from using it, or they exfiltrate it, they pull it out of their network, and they hold it ransom to extort people for releasing that information.
So they can basically paralyze the system, for lack of a better word.
Absolutely, because it's not only the system, it's the data that's on those systems, right? So imagine, you have a phone and you get a new phone and you're not allowed to transfer anything over to that new phone. How do you start over, right? That's what a ransomware attack does. It deprives you of your data, your systems, and you're back to square zero as far as these attackers are concerned.
So who is often behind these attacks? I mean, it seems like it's not something that typically happens to an individual. It is a larger corporation, organization that is targeted.
Well, the people behind these attacks are cyber criminals, right? They come from all over the world. They could be connected to nation states. But that's the real challenge behind ransomware, right? Is it's anonymous. Nobody really knows how who these attackers are, where they're coming from, because the nature of the internet is anonymity, right? So all of these attackers could be coming from anywhere. And it's a challenge for everybody to figure out who they are, where they're coming from, and how to stop them.
That's where you come in. I mean, how do you fight these ransomware attacks? And is it a problem with our government not protecting us enough, or is it a problem with these companies not having enough safeguards in place?
Well, I think it's a little bit of everything there, right? So there are three things that you can do to protect yourself from ransomware attacks. One is back up your data. Keep a copy of everything you have that's important to you. Two, encrypt it. If it's encrypted, it's not usable to an attacker. And they can't do anything with it. They can't extort you for publicly releasing that information. And actually, that's where Stash comes in. We do the backup and the encryption, and we automate that whole process for you. So that's where we focus. But that third thing I was talking about is two-factor authentication, or making stronger authentication. When you use an online service, you use a username, a password to log into those services. Two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication adds another factor to that. So in addition to your username and password, you need a code that's on your phone, or maybe you're using a little USB key or something like this to authenticate to that service. But those are really the three things that companies and users at home can do to protect themselves. Your question about can the government help us with this? I'd say that if your business survival strategy depends on the government, either federal, state, or local, to ride in and save you from a cyber attack, probably ought to rethink that strategy. The government they've got some great cyber ninjas out there, but there aren't enough of them, right? And so companies can do things like that backup. You do that encryption, use that two-factor authentication to protect themselves.
What if someone knows that a company that has their personal information has been the target of a ransomware attack? They've either heard about it in headlines or they've been made aware by that company. What should they do at that point once they know their information could have been compromised?
Yeah, so first you have to understand what information was compromised, right? It could be your name, address, social security number. Those things are relatively hard to change, right? You're kind of stuck with those. But doing things like credit monitoring will get you so far down the road with some level of protection. But I think the other things are the data that actually gets compromised. If it includes usernames and passwords, you need to go change those, right? You don't want an attacker who's now compromised your particular information from another site to be able to use that to affect you. But I think really understanding what that information was that was compromised, that can be a really difficult process to understand what that is.
All right, last question. I think you're probably going to, I think I know what the answer is, but I'm guessing this is going to get worse before it gets better.
Unfortunately, I would agree with you. I think it is going to get worse. There are some statistics out there that say there's a new ransomware attack every 11 seconds. That's fantastic statistic, right? What that shows is there's a huge scope of this problem. The cyber criminals are going after the money. They're going after the companies that have that money, whatever's easy for them, right? That's what they're going after. And unfortunately, with, again, that anonymity of the internet, it's easy to run these types of attacks. You can go out and get various services that run these ransomware attacks now. So it's really easy to pull off. It's really anonymous. Unfortunately, I think it is going to get worse before it gets better.
Every 11 seconds. That is incredible. Chris Evans with Stash, thanks for being here and shedding light on all this.
Yep, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for some great advice, too. We'll be right back.